Rachel was thrilled when she found the perfect apartment in the city, a spacious loft with large windows and a strangely low price. The landlord was eager to rent it out quickly, and Rachel didn't ask too many questions. She needed a fresh start after her messy breakup, and this place felt like a new beginning. The apartment had a peculiar layout. In the corner of the living room was a locked door with no key. The landlord had shrugged it off, saying, "Just storage, nothing important." At first, Rachel ignored the door. She filled the apartment with her belongings, got a new job, and started feeling like herself again. But as the weeks passed, the door began to gnaw at her curiosity. One night, as she was lying in bed, Rachel heard a faint scratching noise coming from behind the locked door. She froze, straining her ears. It was soft, irregular, almost like fingernails on wood. The next morning, she asked the landlord about it. He dismissed her concerns. "Old building noises, don't worry about it." But the scratching continued, growing louder and more frequent. She tried to ignore it, but she found herself fixated on the door. Who locked it? Why couldn't she have the key? Rachel borrowed tools to try to pick the lock, but found it impossible to open. The door was too solid, the lock too complex. One day, while cleaning the apartment, Rachel stumbled upon a small, dusty notebook wedged under a loose floorboard. Inside were frantic entries written in shaky handwriting. "I hear it at night. It's getting louder. I can't sleep. It knows I'm here. It wants me to open the door. If I open it, I don't think I'll survive." The last entry simply read, "I think I made a mistake. Please forgive me." Chilled to the bone, Rachel realized the handwriting wasn't hers, but it looked eerily similar. Rachel became consumed by the door. She stopped going to work, stopped answering calls from friends. Every night the scratching grew louder. She began hearing faint whispers calling her name. Desperate, she contacted a locksmith to open the door. When he arrived, he frowned at the lock. "This is strange. It's sealed from the inside." That night, Rachel dreamed of the door opening on its own. Behind it was a dark room, and in the corner sat a woman who looked exactly like her, staring with lifeless eyes. When she woke, Rachel found the door ajar. Her heart pounded as she approached it, pushing it open. Inside was a small, empty room. The walls were covered in scratches, and in the center of the floor was a mirror. The reflection wasn't hers. It was the woman from her dreams, grinning. Rachel tried to step back, but her reflection didn't move. Instead, it spoke. "I've been waiting for you." With a sudden lurch, Rachel was pulled into the mirror. She screamed, but no one heard her. Weeks later, the apartment was listed again, this time with a slightly higher rent. The landlord welcomed a new tenant with a warm smile. The door in the corner was locked, as always. And somewhere, Rachel sat in the mirror, watching, waiting for the next person to make the mistake of opening the door.